So this week we're going to continue with our understanding of shapes. And for this week we're going to create a abstract design using just one shape, learning about how to overlap shapes. Before we get started, what I'm going to do is ask you to put your paper horizontal and you're going to write your name and class code. Either you're in 1A, 1B, 1C, or 1D, or 1E, and your name, and you'll flip it over. And for my circles, I'm going to use this circle. Actually, I'm not going to use this. I have a circle pattern, but the circles are too small. So I'm going to use some caps that I have at home, a different variety of caps. So I'm going to start off with using this medium-sized one. And then I'm going to choose a smaller size. I'm going to just pick and choose. So I'm just choosing which one will work better for our design. So I'm thinking, I think this one will work really nice with that. Okay. So here I'm going to, in the middle, draw my circle, and this is a medium-sized circle. Now, you don't have to use any caps, but if you have some caps at home, just you can use some caps. And see, I'm going to put it right in the middle. So this is my second one. And now I'm going to use the circle stencils that I have, and I'm going to make another one, which is 4. And it's okay if it's not even, and 5. The reason why I say it's okay not to be even, because when we outline, I'm going to not make the circles completely round. I'm going to make them a little wavy, because we want it to be abstract as possible. Now I'm going to draw my lines onto the paper. So I'm going to draw a diagonal line first. And see, I'm going to just go all the way down my paper. And I'm going to make another diagonal line down the paper as well. And it's okay if you don't have a ruler. I want you to draw the lines the best you can. And now I'm going to make lines. And see, I'm just taking the ruler and I'm going just down. And I'm making a line going this way, which is a horizontal line in the middle of the paper. And I'm making one down here. So I'm trying to make my lines as even as possible. That's what I'm trying to do. So you want to make it look like it is a sun with the sun rays. And this is the design. Now I'm going to outline and see how I'm outlining. So watch as I'm outlining. It's not even. We want it to make it look very abstract as possible. Abstract meaning it's non-realistic. So we're not making a perfect circle. So it's starting to look like an egg. How you had sunny side up eggs before? That's the shape you want it to look like. Okay. And Go back and forth. And you could do this with the color pencil or crayon as well. If you don't have black, you can use purple, a darker blue, gray, brown, any dark color that you have. And now I'm going to create my lines inside. And we're still learning about shapes and see how the lines turn into rectangles and triangles for your design. And I'm just taking all the lines I'm just going to keep going. So I'm done outlining. I'm going to start coloring the inside of the circle. So now I'm going to color the inside of the circle. And the first thing I'm going to do is outline. And I'm just using markers, but if you have color pencils or crayons, you can use those as well. And you're going to pick and choose your colors for the inside. But I'm going to choose the dark colors, so the cool colors for my circle. And I'm just going to color inside of the circle. And see, I outlined the sections of the circle first. It's easier for me to color in and out. You can see I'm just taking my marker and I'm pressing down firm. And I'm continuing on with the section. And now I'm going to color off camera the rest of the circles using the cool colors that I have in my marker set. So now that I finished the inside of the circle, I'm going to now take my warm colors and I'm going to color all the sections for the outside. And it's going to be a pattern. So I'm going to start off with yellow on the bottom. You can see I'm going back and forth. And now I'm going to use orange. And I'm just outlining first the section. And I'm just going back and forth. And I'm just showing you two different ways to color. So either you're going back and forth vertically, or you're going back and forth horizontally. So this is vertically. And excellent. So now I'm going to move on to my second one. My third one. And I'm going to color. And now you can use markers, color pencils, or crayons for your design. And see, I'm going back and forth. Oops. Okay. So now that's colored. Now I'm going to finish off, and I'm going to use different types of materials besides markers to show you how it will look with using different materials. So here is the final project completed. I have used different shades of yellow, red, and orange using different materials. So I've used markers, color pencils, and crayons to create the background. And so if you have at home these three materials, you can use that to make your background and the dot. Or you could just pick one if you have just crayons, just markers, or just color pencils.